afternoon.
We are at the Royal Standard of England.
We are. This is the oldest pub in England, I believe.
And we're dining out. Come with us.
The Royal Standard of England is reportedly the oldest pub in the country. This truly historic pub, with nooks and crannies, gnarled timbers, worn flagstones and carved oak panels, has a certain spookiness about it. In the car park, the occasional sound of a drum beating can be heard. This noise reverberates through the pub, reminiscent of the young drummer boy killed by the Roundheads in 1643. Another apparition haunts the premises, a ghost that walks through walls. There are two interpretations of this spectral figure in the bar. Some believe it is the shadowy figure of a male cavalier executed during the Civil War, who strides across the bar and vanishes next to Edmund Burke's old fireplace in the candle room. Alternatively, others think it is the spirit of a traveller accidentally killed by the notorious Earl of Barrymore in 1788. Barrymore belonged to a club called the Four Horse Club, whose reckless members would pay unsuspecting coachmen to let them drive at breakneck speed. The traveller was crushed by a speeding coach outside the pub. His bloodied corpse was brought inside, and the landlord was paid hush money to cover up the incident. Since then, an unknown traveller has haunted the downstairs area. More recently, in 1944, a US B-17 bomber flying fortress named Tomahawk Warrior crashed across the road, resulting in the loss of all 9 crew members. Could they be responsible for some of the spooky goings-on at the Royal Standard of England?
What do you think of food?
I thought it was delicious. Spoiler alert. There you go, one word review, delicious. It was really nice. It came out nice and quick. We had some pork crackling, which was amazing. We had olives and bread and olive and oil as well, which is also delicious. Smashed through that. Then the main meal arrived, which was really nice. Nice amount of lamb, huge Yorkshire pudding, already tasty. I really rated it. I'd say that anywhere that would be like a 4-star for me, but putting it into this position, like a solid 4-star, putting it here is definitely a 5-star for me. I thought it was delicious, and the staff incredibly friendly. Okay, so what did you think of your meal?
I was super impressed by everything. To start, we had bread and olives and crackling. The crackling was like big sheets of crackling. I've never had it like it. It wasn't like pork scratchings like you often get, or just a tiny lump of chewy. It was really crisp, and it was served with applesauce, which was smooth applesauce, which reminded me a little bit of baby food, but it was delish. And then bread and olives, it was Kalamata olives, beautiful olive oil, and half of a, I want to say baguette, but it wasn't quite French bread, it wasn't quite sourdough, it wasn't quite ciabatta, it was like a hybrid. It was so nice. And then I had roast lamb. The lamb, I can't fault it, it was amazing. Vegetables were a couple of cubes of swede, some cabbage, and a whole carrot but cut lengthways. But none of that was seasoned, which was a bit disappointing, but it was nice. The Yorkshire pudding was delicious. It was huge and just really fresh and soft, and not, because sometimes it's like dry. And then the potatoes were okay, but I like a crunch. I like a crunchy smoothie in the middle, crunchy, and it wasn't quite there. But the whole meal was a 5-star. When you put everything together, like the quality of the food was incredible. It's just I want the crunch. Thank you for joining us at the Royal Standard of England.
Yes, we had a great meal, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing what we thought of that, and also the spooky stories that are around this place.
See you next time for more dining out.
Yeah, take care. See you next time.